Hello, welcome to Centrify Service Suite 2016.1 Multi-Factor Authentication Configuration Overview for Centrify Cloud Manager. My name is Meilani Widodo from Technical Support. The purpose of this video is to complement the Multi-Factor Authentication Quick Start Guide for Server and demonstrate the configuration and settings needed to complete the Cloud Manager portion of MFA setup. Please have this documentation guide ready as you review this video. And here is the link to review the multi-factor authentication documentation guide. Please note, this video has an update from the previous MFA recording and will only cover the Cloud Manager portion of the documentation. For information on how to configure MFA from Access Manager, please see the MFA Access Manager video on our YouTube channel or our community page. On my next slide, I will demonstrate launching Centrify Cloud Manager, then log in to Cloud Manager and show where to configure authentication profile and where to configure roles and permission for Centrify Service Suite MFA. I will launch Cloud Manager portal, admin portal, and it will direct me to the login screen, and I will use my admin account to log in. If you are using, or if you have the page available for the MFA admin guide, if you look at page 6, there is an information on how to request to have the account registered. So here I'm going to click next. It will prompt me for my password. And now I am in the Cloud Manager. So to configure the authentication profiles, click on Settings. Once you click Settings, you will see on the left menu there are several options. So click on Authentication. And you will be directed to the Authentication Profiles page. And on the Authentication Profiles page, you will already see 3 available profiles. You may select one of them, or you can also create your own. Let's take a look at the predefined one. Selecting the High Login profile, Challenge 1, password, has already pre-selected, and Challenge 2, which is optional, text message, email, confirmation code, and user-defined security questions already pre-selected. Here you can also change the challenge pass-through duration to 12 hours or 15 minutes or 30 minutes. Okay, and let's take a look at the second one, the normal login profile. Here challenge 1 password is pre-selected and challenge 2 is none. And the third one, password reset profile, challenge 1, text message and email confirmation code. Challenge 2, none. So here you can create your own profile by clicking Add Profile. So click on Add Profile, type the authentication profile name over here, and select the types of authentication to present for the first challenge. Select the types of authentication to present for the second challenge. And by default, this is set to 30 minutes, or you may change. And click on OK. Here in this example, I have added a profile. I call it MFA-authentication. And if you click on it, you'll see what I have selected. On challenge 1, I've selected password. On challenge 2, I've selected text message and email confirmation code, and I've set to 30 minutes using the default time. A note here, I have another profile I have created, but I've decided not to use this one, and you have the option to delete. So you click on this box and select under actions. You have an option to delete or modify, and in this case I wanted to delete. Select delete. You're about to delete one authentication profile. Are you sure? Yes. Okay. Now I have one additional profile listed here. So once you have created the profile, select Server Suite Authentication. As with the server authentication profile, you can select multiple types of authentication to present for the first and second challenges. It determines the challenges presented when users attempt to log in onto the Centrify managed computers that requires MFA. And here I have already created the authentication profile called MFA-authentication. And on the privilege elevation profile, this will determine the challenges presented when users attempt to use commands that require MFA, such as dizzydo or dizzysh. So the next step is to prepare a role for Centrify managed computers in Cloud Manager. After you have prepared an AD group for the computers where you plan to require MFA, you can use Cloud Manager to prepare a role for those computers. So let's click on the menu above here, click on roles. Here I have created a role or added a role called MFA-Linux computers. The description is role for MFA of Linux computers. So let's click on it, and it defaults to the description and the name. And let's click on the members. Here I have added one of my Red Hat machine into this role, and let's take a look at the admin rights. Here I have also selected or added the server login and privilege elevation. And let's take a look at what else you can add. And these are additional options that you may have. So in this video, I have demonstrated to you on how and where to configure authentication profiles, and also where and how to configure roles and permission for Centrify managed computers in Cloud Manager. Thank you for watching this video and for your interest in Centrify product. For more information, please visit us at www.centrify.com or our community page, community.centrify.com.